Sommers, and this is my first book critique. My first book is Meet Kit, an All-American Girl, 1934 by Valerie Trips. And there's a YouTube video that students can watch just to get to know a little bit more about the plot. Um, so that video just shares a little bit about the story, the background of the Great Depression, and some more information. It'll be helpful for the students to get to know a little bit more about Kit before reading the story. Now we have over here to the left a picture of the cover of Kit, the American Girl. So we see what she looks like and it's in color and everything. And so I chose this book because not only is it a book series, but it's also a movie that we could watch later. And there's a doll, so students can get into it and even buy a doll later if they really do enjoy the story. It was a childhood favorite of mine. It's educational, historical, and then Kit herself is relatable. I believe that these stories are timeless, and the genre is historical fiction, and it's for the age range of 8 through 12-year-olds. So this would be a first grade lesson. I take that back. That's fifth grade lesson. So here's my lesson idea in standard. The content area would be history and writing, and so the history SSCCSS is to identify resources needed to make a product or do a job. Um, and that is an Ohio core standard as well. And so we go over the different types of jobs that are needed, such as salespeople, truck drivers, waitresses, in order to keep a business running. And we go over the cause of the Great Depression and relate it to Kit's book and the YouTube video that we watched previously. And we have a conversation about the decline in spending and how that is the main cause. Now, in this lesson, we hit the four C's: creativity, think about a job or a product that might have declined during the Great Depression; collaboration, talk to a partner about how Kit was affected by the Great Depression; critical thinking, how does your life differ from Kit's life; and then communication, draw your life and how it differs from Kit's life. And so this also hits the writing standard from CCSS. Use precise language and domain-specific vocabulary to inform about or explain the topic. And how is this creative? Write one paragraph about the photo of your choosing, and this is from the Padlet artifact that I will show later in this slide. How does it relate to Kit's life? What resources missing in the photos? And what stands out to you about the picture? Collaboration, share your paragraph with a partner, add a vocabulary word to their paragraph. Critical thinking, how could the Great Depression have been avoided? And communication, add one photo to the Padlet and write one sentence on another Padlet. Okay, so let's take a look at this Padlet artifact. If you just click this link here, it takes you to here, and it's a bit cut off. I apologize, but so the students can take a closer look at each of these photos. They'll pull out their Chromebooks and try to think, yeah, what is missing here? And so they might say like a home or like some clothes, a clean place to shower. And then you can switch to the next photo and just really examine each of the photos. Um, and then, yeah, here, the sales tax, the milk, and then children can just observe, and this is what they're going to write their paragraph about. And then the paragraphs will be written on this Padlet. Everything will be on the Padlet. Um, so they will just create here subject, say missing milk, and then they'll write their paragraph here and then just publish it. They can add another photo, and then later they will add another photo right here. Um, and then when they add another sentence to someone else's, they'll just write here. So just publish, and then it will pop up right here. See? And so it's just a useful technological tool in the sense that children can just add a paragraph and it can all be done on this one site and everyone can see each other's. And so it's a handy little device we've got here. All right, now back to the rest of the slides. Here are my sources, is the Padlet, and this is the information from the Great Depression. This is where the photos were found for the Padlet. And the second book I have is Arthur's Reading Race by Mark Brown. This was a childhood favorite. So the plot is Arthur and DW go on a little adventure, the two of them, to see who can find the most words. So they point out different words from a restaurant or from a movie theater, and they see who can spell the most words. Um, I think it's fun for learning how to rhyme and learning rhythm, and it is a great book for first graders. Um, so this would be 5 to 8 year olds, so it'd be good. Yeah, first grade lesson plan. And it would be good to learn how to rhyme and how to create poems and uh, just increase spelling and vocabulary. And yeah, it's family, friends, and school. It's good, important themes about um, just friendships and little challenging adventures and competition. Um, it's a good book because there's a fun ending, beautiful illustrations, and it's just, I love the show Arthur. It's a great, wholesome show. And yeah, you just see the cover of the book right here on the right. And you can see DW's book is held upside down, and then she's wearing the classic pink dress and everything. There's Pal, and there's Arthur, and they're both smiling. And yeah, that is my reading, my first reading, um, book critique, and thank you for listening. Have a great day.